Good evening, Huntington Beach City School District families. My name is Dr. Cynthia Guerrero, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. This video is to provide you with a brief overview of our new learning management system called Canvas. This video will be approximately 20 minutes long, in which I will go over some basic login information, some basic views of Canvas, and how to access your child's distance learning lessons. Feel free to pause the video so that you may follow along or practice the steps outlined in the presentation. First, what is Canvas? Canvas is a TK through 8th learning management system which we have adopted in Huntington Beach City School District. As your child matriculates to Edison or Huntington Beach High School, they will continue to access their learning through Canvas. Previously, we used School Loop in our middle schools. Students, teachers, and parents in grades 6 through 8 were able to communicate, post lessons, and view grades. This year, we adopted Canvas to have a consistent, district-wide learning platform for all our students in TK through 8th grade, beginning fall 2020. This allows our teachers to build a digital learning environment to house and deliver all lessons, whether we are in distance learning or blended learning models, or in the full in-person model. It becomes one place for students, families, and teachers to interact. It simplifies teaching and learning for our students, teachers, and parents, and integrates with many of our programs. So what do you need to know about Canvas? You will be able to sign up as a parent observer. And when you log into Canvas as a parent, you will be able to see the content and lessons for all your students' classes, their due dates for assignments, upcoming tests and quizzes, teacher announcements, and student feedback. So how will students log in? First, you will need your student's permanent ID number and password. You can find your student's permanent ID number in your Aries Parent Portal account at parents.hbcsd.us. Select Parent Portal, enter your email address, and after entering your email address, enter your password. Hover over to Student Information and select Profile. Scroll to the middle of the screen and select General. Here you will see your student's name as it appears on our records. Once you click on General, you will be taken to a page that looks similar to this, where the very first line, it states Student ID. All students have a 6-digit student ID number. This is also your child's lunch number. Once you have your student's permanent ID number, you will then sign into Clever using that Google account. Your Google account is the permanent ID number, aka your lunch number, plus at hbcsd.us. For example, 123456 at hbcsd.us is a student's permanent ID number and Google sign-on. Students who are newly enrolled in Huntington Beach City School District, effective July 2020, your password is your birth date using the 8-digit format, using month, 2-digit date, and 4-digit year. For example, if a student has a birthday of January 21st, 2009, their ID or their password would be 01/21/2009. Students who are existing or returning students to Huntington Beach City School District, your password is your last name with the first letter capitalized. For example, last name Smith with a capital S. It is recommended that 6th grade students change their password if they haven't already done so. Once you're logged in, sign into a device. All Chromebooks will go to the Clever portal once you are signed into a device. For Windows or Mac laptops, you'll be required to turn on Google Sync. Note, we do not recommend sharing devices. Please contact your school's library media technician to check out an additional Chromebook if you need one. If you are using a Huntington Beach City School District Chromebook, sign into the Chromebook again with your HBCSD Google account, as shared previously. For younger students, if your school has provided a Clever badge, you may use that to log in. If you are using your own Chromebook, sign into your Chromebook with your HBCSD Google account, as mentioned earlier. Once you are signed in, the HBCSD Clever portal page should appear as your landing page. Please sign into Clever with your Google account. If you are using a Windows or Mac laptop, you will need to use a Chrome extension in which you will need to turn on Chrome Sync. Open Google Chrome and click on the person icon to sign into your HBCSD account. Be sure to link data when prompted. So this is what it looks like. Again, go to the Clever portal at https://www.clever.com/in/Huntington Beach CSD using your Google account. Again, this is where you would log in. If you are a younger student and your school has provided you with a badge, this is where you would click. Again, newly enrolled students, your password is your 8-digit birth date with 2-digit month, 2-digit date, and 4-digit year. If you are returning or existing Huntington Beach City School District student, your password is your last name with the first letter capitalized. Once you are in once you are in Clever, you will see a landing page that looks similar to this. You will then click on the Canvas icon. That's how students log in. So as a parent, you may go ahead and log in and so that you can be paired with your child. First, you will have your child log into their Canvas, as we just shared, and obtain a pairing code. The instructions on this will be on the following slide. First, parents obtain a pairing code by having the student log in to their account, go to the Settings menu, click on Settings, and to the right, there will be Pair with Observer. You're going to click on that, in which you will then receive a pairing code. You'll want to copy and paste this onto your screen. Create the parent account by going to https://hbcsd.instructure.com/login/Canvas. Here you will create and click Parent of a Canvas User. Click here for an account. Once you do that, you will be asked to sign up. You will enter your full name, first name, last name, your email that you would like to use, include a password, re-enter that password, and verify. Then add that pairing code that you saw on your student's page. Click to view any terms to the agreement, and then click here to start participating. If you have multiple children in our district, whether it is at one school or at an elementary school and middle school, you can also pair those students. Again, have your child log in to obtain a pairing code for each of your children. Navigate to your parent account, select Observing in the menu bar, enter the next child's pairing code indicated here, then click Add Student. Once you do that, a list of all your students who you are observing will appear below. Parents and grandparents or tutors may also be added as observers. As a parent, you can also change the language settings to your preference. Again, you would log into your parent account right here in step 1. Go to Settings in the menu bar down below. Then click Edit Settings, which is to the far right. You're going to click here. Find the language box, which is to the left. There's a pull-down menu. You'll notice this little arrow down on the right side. When you click on that, it will pull down and list multiple languages. You will then select your language preference. For example, I selected Spanish, and then you will click Update Settings. Once you do, click Refresh on your screen, and your entire screen will turn to your language preference. All navigation tools will then translate to your selected page. So let's take a quick view of what that might look like. So here is an account, and I will leave the student setting. So I will go into my account, click on Settings, and again, click on Edit Settings. Select the language preference. Again, you will see a pull-down menu of various languages, most popular languages. I'll go ahead and choose Spanish. Click Update Settings, and then click Refresh, which is this little circle button up at the top. And you will see that all the navigation tools will have translated into your language of preference. I'm going to return back to English. So, I didn't do that. Okay, so we are back. That is how you would select your parent preference. Okay, so as a student, I would go in and again log in to my account as a student. You won't see this page only because I have a different account. But you can see here as a student. And you'll see here, pair with an observer. Okay. This presentation will also have parent resources. It will include this video, a generic video that we will link to, pairing codes, directions, and directions for you to download the parent app using any Android website, as well as the iPhone or Apple iOS download. So you've seen what the navigation tool is, but let's take a look at a possible course. This is what your children or you may see. I'm going to go ahead and go into Student View. This is what a possible kindergarten student may see. Again, on the left is the global navigation. This icon indicates this is Canvas for Huntington Beach City School District, your child's account information, the dashboard. We won't be able to see the dashboard here, but it provides information regarding your entire course. And then list of courses, the calendar, inbox, studio, which is how to record, and resources and help center. So right now, this is a class homepage. Most of our elementary and middle school courses will look very similar. This is the homepage. On the left-hand side, again, you will see icons. And depending on you or your child, which this information about you and your child is in accounts. And this is where you will go to see your children's different courses or all the courses for your children. If you have a kindergartner, you will see a tile that says kindergarten. And when you click on that, you will see this. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to leave this page, and you will see in dashboard all the courses that I'm enrolled in. So this is a course. Each of these tiles are courses that I am enrolled or a teacher in. This is the dashboard. It's kind of a one page, or you can see it by courses. Again, listing of all the courses that I am enrolled in or have access to. So again, I'll move to the student screen. And you will see that each homepage has a welcome message and these buttons. So when I go back to, let's see. So when you have buttons, you will click here to meet the teacher. The teacher will have information about how to contact him or her and some programs that he or she is using and the class schedule. Each of these are kind of live links. In this particular page, they have assignments scheduled by week with the back to school week on September 10th and 11th, week 1, which is September 14th through 18th, the following week, September 21 to 25, and then the third week, September 28th through October 2nd. Teachers will continue to update this. So these are buttons where you can navigate. Additionally, you can see on the course calendar here, this lists all the students that you have access to, and you can click on their calendars to highlight or unhighlight by child or by course. You can also view the calendar in terms of weeks. So this is what's scheduled for the week, by month, or you can have a list view in agenda. So today is September 8th, 2020. As you can see, there's nothing in here yet since we have not started school. So I will go back, and you can always go back to the home page using courses or dashboard. Again, I'll go to courses since I'm in student view right now. Again, you can click on Kinder or the home page. Here, again, we can see the class schedule. Again, it's not been published. But you can navigate through not only on the master, the global navigation on this side, or you can navigate through the course stream here. Here on the right, you would typically have a to-do list for your child's courses. Right now, there's nothing due, but when school starts, there will be a list of assignments here, or tests and quizzes. Additionally, you would have grades or feedback as another navigation bar underneath. So I will exit this screen and go into an actual course that you may be enrolled in. Let me get to it now. So you, as a parent, will be enrolled in the parent orientation course. Again, so I'm going to log in here as a student. So you will see this page as a welcome page. And again, you will also see buttons. So we'll just go ahead and click on the button, and it takes you to the first lesson. One of the key things that we have in Canvas is what's called an immersive reader. It's typically on the right side, and if you see here, it shows that if I click on this, it will translate or enlarge. So I could change my text preference by size, increasing the size, decreasing the size, increasing spacing between sentences. I could change the font. I could also change the coloring. It may be easier on my eyes to have a lighter background. You can also highlight nouns, parts of speech, verbs. Again, you can notice that they're highlighted, changing color. Additionally, you can indicate your preference for reading. You could show text line by line, multiple lines or sections, or you can see the whole page. There's also a dictionary. So if I were to click on this, I can click
Foundations.
and it tells me
Foundations.
the word. It'll read it out loud to me.
What?
So I could do that as an entire page or the entire document. I could also change the language preference here.
Spørgsmålet.
So you can see there's a lot of options for our families to be able to support students' learning. I'm going to change that back to English. So we ask that you play around in this. Again, each child as they go through will choose next for their next part of their lesson. And again, if it's on a page, it will list, it'll have some content. And then as you finish each assignment or finish reading it, you will go on to next. This course is designed for parents, as I said, on how is it that you are able to help your children use the to-do list or menu bar, notifications, calendar, etc. I'm going to go back to the home page and I'll leave the student view. Again, some of the functionality is not active yet until we have all our courses published. So this little icon are the announcements. This is another way to find to-do lists and discussions. And these are file folders, again, where your students or your teacher may provide you with information. So let me go back to, so that's how to navigate through a course. Okay, so just some reminders before the first day of school. We ask you that you set up your child's workstation and assist him or her in getting organized. Create a schedule. Ensure that your child attends all of his or her classes daily. Pick up any distributed materials and devices from your child's school. Ensure that your child has access to a device. Again, if you do not have a device, please contact your school's library media technician. He or she will be able to provide one for you. Make sure your child has his or her Huntington Beach City School District Google account and password. Check your internet connectivity at home. Practice logging on to Clever, Canvas, and Zoom. And these are going to be the main programs that we're using for our littles in TK through possibly second or first grade. They may also be using Seesaw. Again, if you have any technology problems, contact your school's library media technician. They will be your first line of support and help. And then please be sure to make sure to plug in the device daily and keep it charged so that your child will have access to their learning. We hope that this information was valuable for you as you prepare for the 2020-21 school year.